Welcome back to the Derby Difference. We made it. It's here. It is officially summer. I'm your host, Jeff Natale, and today we are welcoming back a very special guest, our head of school, Dr. Colleen Ramsden. Colleen was our very first guest on the Derby Difference, and since that episode, we have had the chance to talk with students, teachers, administrators, alumni, community members, and a whole lot more. They have all helped to bring Derby's mission to life. So it feels right to close out the year by coming back to where we started. Today, Colleen and I are going to reflect on the school year, what went well, what challenged us, what we learned, and what she's looking forward to this summer and next year. We'll talk about the moments that made her proud, the areas where Derby continues to grow, and what excites her most as we look ahead to the fall. Oh man, stay with us. All right, cool. So Colleen, thank you for being back.
I'm so glad to be here, Jeff. Thanks for inviting me.
Of course. Back. Yeah. You're the head honcho. So I feel like I have to start with you and end with you. And then we had so many great guests in between. So yes, I feel like this is a great sort of the bookending of a great year.
That's for sure. That's for sure.
When you think back to the beginning of the school year, what were you hoping this year would feel like to students, to faculty, and to families?
We made the decision to make our school-wide theme connections, and that's what I hoped would happen this year, that we would see connections between students and their pals, between faculty and students, between coaches and their players, between kids on the stage, and it happened, and between families. They got to know each other. So connections was what I was hoping, and I feel like we accomplished that.
I thought the absolute highlight of the year for me personally was our last chapel and the 8th grade tributes.
Oh.
The depth in which our faculty know our students is so cool. And as someone who has a 3rd grade daughter and a pre-K daughter here, I'm so excited for her teachers to know them so well. Mm-hmm. It was like funny, but also tear-jerking and heartfelt. It was the connections theme encapsulated in an hour and a half.
I completely agree. It was a way for us to celebrate every single 8th grader and make sure they left here feeling valued and supported. And to see every student stand up to hug those two teachers, it just warmed my heart.
It was magic.
It was really so
magic. Cool. Now that we're near the end of the year, what word or words would you use to describe the year?
I would say energy. I felt a positive energy all year long. It was like everybody was in it, excited, going together. It felt great this year.
Absolutely. I totally agree. There was, certain moments of the year where the momentum was so strong and people were so happy and it's such a fun way to start the day, being out there for stop sign duty and everybody's coming by with a big smile on their face and kids are jumping out of the car and they're all happy to be here. We had some great energy. Yeah.
And every time we have guests on campus, they say, I can't believe how happy everyone is and how excited they are to be here. And I said, that is the way it is all the time.
Agree. What are a few things from this year that you're especially proud of?
We launched our strategic plan. That was a big undertaking, and I'm really excited about where we are going with that. We're finished year one. We've tackled a lot of important projects and can't wait to see where we go with year 2.
I'm excited too. I think Matt Magoon is running a really tight ship so far, and he's kept us on track.
Yep.
I think things are moving in a really positive direction with that, and I'm really excited for year 2 because I feel like we tackled a lot in year 1, and the momentum's just going to keep building and going a little faster. So at the State of the School this year, we talked a lot about the quality of teacher, the relationship, public speaking, student leadership, belonging, character development. Which one of those strengths do you think felt most visible on campus this year?
Gosh, all of them were so important this year, but I would say relationships is what I saw and felt all year. I mean, when you see our youngest students with our oldest students during PALS and that relationship that they built, and the love they have for each other anytime they saw each other. That's what it's about. And when teachers are always there and available for students to give them extra help and guide them, that's what we do so well.
Agree. I don't know if you saw the Instagram post, but it was like the post of the year, and it's all the pre-K
Oh,
pals, giving
yeah,
messages to
messages.
their eighth graders.
I know.
I was in tears.
I
It
was
was
too.
so amazing.
I love you, and I'll miss you forever, and come over to my house and play with me.
Yeah,
Oh my gosh,
amazing relationships.
nothing better than that.
Totally. Now, no school year is perfect,
Sure.
obviously. What are some of the trickier parts of the year from your perspective?
I would say the trickiest thing is time.
Yeah,
There's just so much we want to accomplish, um, and I would say teachers always wish they had more time with their students in their classes. Wish we had more time to complete projects and move things forward. So time is always a thief of our days, but otherwise, I think overall it was a great year.
agree. Yes. Always feel like at 4:30 when I'm about to leave, I'm like, I can still do 10
2
more
more
things.
things.
It's totally a tough part of
Yes.
this job, right? Is
Yep.
to be able to shut it down and have time with your family. I did a really poor job of that this year. It was one of my goals at the beginning of the year. And by November, I was
Nope.
like, I just did not hit my goal this year.
I know, it's
And
not
so,
easy.
so I think for next year, I'm definitely going
Try
to
it.
do it. What did this year teach you about Derby as a school?
Just been reflecting about that as we are finishing the year and we're in faculty meetings this week, and to see our teachers come together. And even though they're tired, we're still learning. I was part of the lower school professional development for 3 hours. Mary Beth did a masterful job of engaging the faculty, and one of the faculty said to me afterwards, "I know this change is gonna be, tricky for us, but I'm not worried because Mary Beth is such a strong leader." And I thought, even when we're tired,
Yeah.
we know we're in such great hands here at Derby with our leaders and our teachers who are 100% committed.
Yeah. It's always funny because the day after Derby Day, you kind of come to work the next day on Wednesday, expecting everyone to be exhausted and down and just like get me out of here. And it's
And it's
actually
not.
the opposite. Like when you got up Wednesday in front of the whole school,
Yeah.
everybody was on the edge of their seat,
Yeah.
excited to learn, ready, obviously ready for summer to kick off, but like
I
they've got
know.
tons of stuff coming up for the summer and they're all excited about the professional development
Absolutely.
opportunities. So I always find that refreshing
Me
as
too.
well.
Me too.
Speaking of summer, it's here. What do you have planned professionally? What do you have planned personally for summer?
Oh, I'll start with personal. I will be spending 2 weeks with my husband and daughter in the Outer Banks in North Carolina. That's our favorite vacation place. We used to go there when the kids were little, and for us to have 2 weeks together with my daughter who's lives far away is something we're looking forward to. So,
That would
that'll
be
be
amazing.
that'll
Very
be
cool.
really great. And professionally, we have lots going on here on campus, and the leadership team has lots of work to do to get ready for next year. And that's exciting when we get to start thinking about the future.
Absolutely. So I know we have new school website coming up. We have the new school store coming up. Um, those are all planned sort of for the summer slash the fall.
Yeah.
Is there anything that feels particularly important to you this summer to get done for the fall, or is it all sort of equally important?
Well, it's really exciting that we are doing major renovations on buildings. The last 3 years, we've spent renovating the lower school, and every classroom has been refreshed, and the building is just beautiful, and the furniture all matches, and it has a look and feel that feels so calming and so happy. And now we're starting on the middle school side. And so we are doing a complete renovation of the Day building and the Gleason building. The Gleason building hasn't been renovated since the 1960s. So we are gutting the whole thing. It's going to be brand new look and feel, and I can't wait to see the renovations complete.
Yeah, that'll be really fun. And I know the day building is kind of getting flipped around, right?
Yep.
So the doors will now be heading out to the playground.
That's
So
right.
that'll be the fourth grade space.
That's
And
right.
it'll feel like they've got their own space for them to be leaders, but they're not so far removed from the
From the
lower
lower
school. I actually love that
I
as
love
a
that.
fourth grade parent. I think that'll be a great opportunity for Kendall to be independent, but also not so independent that she's in the middle school.
Exactly,
Yeah.
exactly. They are still lower school students at 4th grade. We're excited that they'll be part of lower school, and we love that they'll have their own space and feel like the big kids of the lower school.
Yeah, very cool. What should students and families be excited about for next year?
I think they should be excited about the new buildings and
Yep.
the renovations. They will love seeing those. We have really big news that we are going to launch in October, so I can't wait, but I can't tell you now. But
Cliffhanger.
it's
Oh my
really,
goodness.
really exciting.
All right. You'll have to come back in
Oh,
October.
come back, and it'll be so exciting when we get to launch something and tell everybody in our community about something really exciting that's happening.
All right. Something big coming up.
Something
So
big.
stay tuned. Stay tuned to the podcast.
That's right.
What should faculty and staff be excited about for next year?
Oh, I think they are excited about everything that we are thinking. We what we have right now is stability. We have stability in our leadership. We have stability in our faculty and staff. We have people who know what they're doing and are excited to be here. So just coming back together
Yeah.
is what they're going to be excited about.
Yeah. And I think just, we kind of mentioned it earlier, but the strategic plan, putting teachers in positions to be successful, right?
Absolutely.
And getting our STEAM and STEM program up and running and our leadership program up and running.
Yep.
I think faculty are doing the jobs that they want and that they like and that they love. And it's really exciting to be
Yeah.
a part of all of that. If you could fast forward to this time next year, what do you hope that we're celebrating?
Hmm.
Without giving away the big news.
I can't give away the big news, but we will be celebrating something really big,
Yeah.
and we will be doing some major renovations next summer. So stay tuned.
Stay tuned for that.
Stay tuned.
So you answered this in our very first episode, but after a full year of conversations, events, challenges, progress, successes, what does the Derby difference mean to you now? Is it the same? Has it changed?
Yeah, I guess it's the same. To me, Derby is about excellence. It's about relationships that set up students for success. Once you have students and students who know their teachers care about them and want them to be successful, they can learn. And that's what we have here. And so students thrive in a place where they are known and cared for. And that's what we do really well.
We do.
That's the Derby difference.
Yeah, we do. And I just think that going back to last chapel, even graduation, the kids leave so well prepared for their next step. Obviously, I have a front row seat to that because I, stay in contact with a lot of our 9th graders, a lot of our 10th graders, even a lot of our 11th graders. And they're just so well set up for success at their high school. They already know how to advocate for themselves. They already know time management skills. They already know how to get work done. And I think our kids just have so much success that they look back at their Derby years so fondly because they get to high school and they're ready to go and they're prepared.
And they come back and tell us that over and over and over again that they were prepared.
Yeah, I love that. What message would you want to send to the faculty and staff who made this year happen?
I would like to say to the faculty and staff, thank you. Thank you from the bottom of my heart for everything you do for the students. You give 110% every single day. You care about not only your students and their families, but each other. And it is an absolute pleasure to watch. Thank you.
Very good. Summer reading recommendation? Do you have any book recommendations that
Sure
you'd like
do.
for the faculty, the staff, the students?
I'll share with you what our faculty is reading this summer. It's called The Identity Conscious educator in practice, in action. So we read a book by Dr. Liza Toulousan 2 years ago called The Identity Conscious Educator. This is the sequel to it. We will be reading this as a faculty and staff this summer, and Dr. Toulousan will come back and do professional development with us next fall and winter. So that's exciting read for our faculty. Families, this is the book I recommend, The Gift of Failure. We are going to do a book club for families next fall. So if you read this over the summer, then we will be able to have a great conversation. We know that this is what matters, letting kids make mistakes, fall down, and get back up. So I hope everyone gets to read this summer. I know you're going to be reading it.
Yes, you could see I'm already about 3/4 of the way through.
It's just fun.
The wonderful thing about that book is it has, and I know parents, you'll probably agree with me, the morning time stress is at an all-time high. When you're telling your kids, get dressed, put your shoes on, get your socks on, where's your book bag, all of that stuff. And just since starting this book, we've started a new routine at home where the girls have a checklist. We use this calendar called the Skylight Calendar. It goes up on your wall, and then you give your kids sort of responsibilities to take on in the morning. Every morning since we started that, Kendall comes down. She looks at her checklist. The other day, I walked downstairs. She had the eggs out. She had the bread out. She had the vanilla and the cinnamon out, and she was making herself French toast.
Oh my gosh.
It blew me away. This was a kid that before we started putting responsibilities on her, would just sit there and be like, Mom, where's my cereal?
Right.
And now she's down there making French toast for her and her sister.
Oh
Her
my
backpack is packed. And
Ready to
it was
go.
just about giving her responsibilities that she felt like she could rise to the challenge and meet. And the kids want the responsibilities instead of me nagging at them for 30 minutes every morning to get all this stuff on. And you get in the car and you're just frazzled and every day. So I recommend this 10 out of 10. I'm 3/4 of the way through. It's got such great hints and insightful tips for parents. My kids aren't necessarily morning kids. They're slow to get out of bed. But since reading this and since putting more responsibilities on them, it's been a total 180. So totally recommend this book. It's going to change your life as parents. So read it, I promise. One thing you hope every student does this summer.
Read, please. That's the most important thing. We know the research shows the more you read, the better you get at everything about writing, about vocabulary, about test taking. So just read this summer. Enjoy great books.
It doesn't have to be any genre. It doesn't have to be boring books that you're not going to want to read. It should be things that keep your interest. It should be grade level appropriate or maybe a little bit more challenging.
Yep.
But there are so many amazing books that even second and third graders can take on that are challenging, that are exciting. That is my recommendation too. Don't take the summer off entirely. Find some books that you like. It could be a series. It could be Harry Potter or Percy Jackson or any of those fun series that kids love to read. Sit down at the kitchen table, the beach, wherever you are this summer and just read.
And I'd like to put a plug in for parents reading aloud to kids. One of the things that stops when the kids get older is parents don't read aloud to the kids. But for you to be reading a book to your children or listening to a book while you're driving on a long drive, those are the conversations that happen because you're doing something together. So 1, model reading, parents. 2, kids read independently. And 3, read together a book. It's something that should never stop.
Yeah. Kendall and I read Percy Jackson. We read the first 3 together this year. And the best conversations we had were around the breakfast table. What do you think Percy's going to do next chapter?
Exactly.
And she was lighting up thinking about all the possibilities that he was going to slay the beast or whatever. It really sort of opened up our relationship. And it was just about reading a book together. I think that's so important.
Yeah.
Okay. Your second appearance on the Derby Difference. Was it better the first? Was it equal to the first? How do you compare?
Well, it's been so nice for me to get to see so many different people, our students, as well as our faculty and alumni, be part of the Derby Difference podcast. So I feel honored to be the first and the last for this year. But Jeff, I have to say, you are a rock star at making this podcast so special and so wonderful. I laugh when I listen to it, and I learned something new that I didn't know. So thank you for making this happen. I think it's been a great addition to Derby. I mean, people all over the world are listening to this podcast, so keep it up.
Yeah, it's been so fun. And I agree with you. I bring on guests like Julie Brown and Tom Graziano, and it's just been so cool to hear about Tom's history class or Julie and her SEL lessons. It's been so amazing for me to learn about the community and learn about all the teachers and hear how alumni are doing and current students. It's been really, really cool. So I appreciate you letting me do this. And we will continue over the summer. We'll have some special guests on over the summer. And then we hope to hit the ground running in the fall.
We sure will.
Hopefully you'll be back.
I'd love it.
Perfect. So we'll end it there. But thank you. Yeah, Colleen, thanks for being the first and the last.
Awesome. Loved it.
On to the summer.
Have a great summer, everyone.
That brings us to the end of this episode of The Derby Difference. A huge thank you to Dr. Colleen Ramsden for joining us again and helping us reflect on a year filled with growth, challenge, joy, and so many examples of mind and heart in action. As we close out the school year, today's conversation is a reminder that Derby is always moving forward, not because we're chasing change for the sake of change, but because we care deeply about our students, our faculty, our families, and the community we're building together. We will still be producing some episodes for the summer, so I hope that wherever you are this summer, you will still tune in to the best podcast about Derby Academy. The only podcast about Derby Academy. So thanks for listening. Be sure to subscribe, and until next time, keep living the Derby Difference.